Okay, so I love to travel. Love, 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 love. I've been all over the world. And if I ever go to Baton Rouge, there is one road I want to drive. It's called Scenic Highway. I mean, come on, right? Scenic Highway? Wouldn't you want to see the scenes from Scenic Highway? No, you wouldn't. Because one of the scenes off of Scenic Highway was a dead body wrapped in plastic, rolled in a rug, and pushed into a vacant lot. Nice scene from Scenic Highway. And the weirder part, because I would smell a rat, right? You don't just die and roll yourself up, is that it's not considered to be foul play. This one's tricky. Nathan Millard, 42 years old, father of 5, goes on a trip from Georgia to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's a short business trip, disappears. And then 2 weeks later, his family is fraught. They can't figure it out. He shows up in that condition. It's weird. It's weird, weird, weird. He went to a basketball game with the business client. They went to a gentleman's club, then a pub. And then he's seen wandering around at the Greyhound bus station an hour later. And then that's the last anyone sees until he's rolled up like a taco. I want to bring in Sergeant McKneely of the Baton Rouge Police Department, because maybe I can get a little bit more understanding. Sergeant, thank you so much for doing the show. Can you walk me through how, you and I both know how this works, right? Now, murder victims can't roll themselves up in a carpet, so why no foul play?
Well, what we wanted to be clear and let the public know is that when our captain made mention that it was no foul play, he was referencing the fact that Mr. Miller didn't die from gunshot wound, he didn't die from stabbing, and he didn't die from blunt force trauma. So that was the notion in which he said it was no blunt force trauma and no foul play pertaining to that portion of the investigation. But we want the public to know that there is still reference that someone can still possibly be arrested for this particular case. There are different details that are surrounding this case that we have not disclosed to the public. And the reason we have not is so that those persons that are responsible for his death and then the disposal of his death will not know those particular details. So we wanted to be clear and letting the public know that when we said no foul play, that's definitely in reference to his death. Someone can possibly still be arrested for the actual disposing of Mr. Miller's body.
Okay, so at this point, what I'm assuming I'm hearing now is that you don't think that this was a homicide, meaning he died at the hands of another human being, that he may have died himself and that someone may have tried to, you know, just clear their part of even being with him by wrapping him up and you know. But you are looking for a guy named Derek Perkins. Why?
Yes, for questioning. There are certain details that we cannot disclose at this particular time, but we want to question him because we know that he has certain details that are vital to this case. We have been looking for Mr. Perkins. We've exhausted all our resources in attempting to locate him, and now we're relying on the public's help in finding Mr. Perkins so that we can bring him into questioning and to see what he knows.
Okay, and then did you see this person? Did you see Derek Perkins with Nathan Millard during the evening, or what is it that's led you to want us to talk to Derek Perkins?
Well, there are certain details at this particular time that we can't disclose, but there's enough evidence to know that he had some type of association with Mr. Perkins. There's evidence to show that he may have specific information that will lead us to know what happened after the last video surveillance footage we have, what transpired, and possibly how he ended up on Scenic Highway.
And just a quick yes or no here, but you don't have the toxicology reports yet for Nathan Millard, do you?
Correct. No, we do not. We're waiting on the coroner to give us that information. It's been processed through our state police crime lab, and there's a process in which they have to give us that specific information due to the testing that it has to go through.
Well, Sergeant McKneely, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you're on the run, so I certainly appreciate this on a Friday night. Look forward to talking to you again sometime.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.